following is an exclusive presentation of Turner Sports.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome on this pretty Easter Sunday morning to Atlanta Braves baseball. I am your host, the visionary, revolutionary coach, Bulldog Johnny. We're live with another episode of Atlanta Braves baseball. We're now in first place after our win in our last episode as we took on the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, it's game 3 of this series with the Blue Jays. We're looking to take the series because the series is tied 1 game apiece. I had to restart the stream. I was having some technical issues, but we're back now. So I want to say, y'all don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We've had 3 new subscribers over the last few weeks, and that is very, very impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all so much. And over 3,000 channel views, which is even better. So with that being said, it's game 3 of this 3-game series with the Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays at Rogers Center. We got Spencer Schwellenbach versus Chris Bassett. Spencer Schwellenbach in his last start got a complete game shutout. We're talking about he went 9 innings, went the full complete game, and won. So, if that's the case, what's that tell you? That he got his first ever major league complete game, and I gotta change something up on this. I think I've messed up my episode numbers on here. This is the 19th game, and I got the 18th episode. It should be the 19th episode, but I'll fix that later. So, like I said, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. We have Spencer Schwellenbach for the Braves going against Chris Bassett, former New York Met, for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays 8-11. Braves are 12-6 and in first place. Here we go. Now, I'm going to probably do Wednesday another one of the games in this. I said I was going to do the first game of the season, the first home game of the season for the Columbus Clingstones, and I didn't. But what we're going to do is Wednesday we're going to do the second game of the series, Robbie Snelling and Salinas for the Columbus Clingstone. We're going to have the Columbus Clingstones second home game of the season against the Pensacola Blue Wahoos, the first ever Columbus Clingstone home game. We're going to be playing their game on Wednesday as well. Or I might, since I normally do the Braves game on Wednesdays, my first Braves game on Wednesdays, I might do the Columbus Clingstone game Thursday. What's up, Ton? How you doing? But anyways, I know y'all are tired of hearing me talk, so let's get down to business, as they say.
Food.
We're going 1983 road unis for this. I'll take that. Rogers Center. We're going to do Show Canada. Adrian Robinson is going to be the one that's going to be we want retractable roof open. All right, so here we go. Hey, Shaggy. So here we go. And here are your pitching matchups for this matchup. After this game, John, I'm probably going to get on
downtown Toronto.
Battlefield.
MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays.
The Braves are looking to go in to this. Here we go.
Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
And had a complete game shutout against.
Coming your way next.
Again, in the last series that he pitched in, he had a complete game shutout against Tampa Bay.
Just about set to go. Towing the slab in today's game. Chris Bassett, what should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery.
Here's Acuna up with 2 homers, 2 RBIs, and he's
be able to repeat
on
that
the
delivery
season.
so you can hit
Here
the
is the
spots that
pitches
you want to
for
hit and
Chris
have a higher
Bassett. He's got a
chance of being
sinker cutter,
successful.
12-6 curve, sweeper, and circle change, and here we go. And now for the ball game, as Acuna takes it high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
As he looks at ball 1.
So he went with the curve ball there. That's that curve ball that breaks straight down like a clock.
And the 1-0.
1-0 pitch.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty
Fly
well
ball,
struck.
left field.
And George makes the
1
grab.
down.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment.
Here's Michael Harris. He homered in yesterday's game, got a 9-game hitting streak going.
Michael Harris the second.
Strike
in
1.
The box now. No balls and a strike.
He's 0 for 5 against Bassett in his career with 2 strikeouts.
Line drive. Reaching for it. Makes the
2 down.
catch. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Foul ball, no
2 out
balls,
space
2
is
strikes.
empty.
You got 2 cutters that he's thrown thus far.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it
Ozuna
again.
fouled it off again.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Struck him out, that
good
curveball.
work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, on the hill and coming off a great start, Spencer Schwellenbach.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 3.50 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
De La Cruz got it.
Makes a grab. And there are two down. Two down, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit next. Vladdy with another scorching run of play lately.
No ball, one strike.
2 outs. Foul ball.
Fouled him off. No balls, 2 strikes to count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Put it on his outside here. That's him, struck him out.
Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he
so
sets
both pitchers do the same thing. They give up 2 fly ball outs.
Scoreless after 1.
And, well, the pitchers gave up a ground ball out and a fly ball out. And they struck out 1 in each inning. So here's Matt Olson up.
All set for the start of the inning. Matt Olson up to the plate.
The National League leader in home runs with 9 here.
Bassett back to work. There's a strike.
Strike. No balls, 1 strike. Last 8 games for Olson. 2 homers with 5 RBI.
Just missed.
1-1.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes.
And that ball's belted high and deep to right.
Way back there.
Out of here. See you later, alligator.
Power with that swing. Home run number 10 on the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0
Atlanta.
That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
430 feet.
Here's the third baseman.
Christian Cairo. He got the first home run of his career in this series, in game 1 of this series.
Nobody out with a run in.
And he takes the ball, 1 ball, no strike.
Series. Out to short, Bichette. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lucas under it. And there are 2 outs. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Albies, multi-time All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's a native of Curacao. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
No ball, 1 strike. All the
Up the middle.
And it's a line drive at set short. But Olsen strikes.
Good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot.
1 run on 1 hit. Nobody left.
Major League Baseball
Braves
is
lead
on
1-0.
the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Anthony Santander at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. De La Cruz going back on this one. And
he's at the
track. Warning track.
1 down.
Not quite enough behind that one. Bo Bichette up to the
Here's Bo Bichette.
dish. In for a strike.
1.
0-1.
No ball, 1
Bichette
strike.
needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Hard hit to third.
Cairo.
Tosses across to first, and Bichette is retired. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off.
Foul ball. No ball, 1 strike.
To the right side, Olsen handles the chance. He takes
it
himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 1-0. Top half of the third inning, and now here is Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez.
Javi Baez, like fellow Puerto Rican Francisco Lindor, born in Puerto Rico, but was drafted in the first round out of high school in Florida. And a strike.
He's 3 for 5 against Bassett in his career with 1 home run. No balls, 1 strike. We hit a home run against him last season with the Tigers. Javi Baez in that blockbuster trade from the Tigers in exchange for Orlando Arcia. Ball hit to center field. Springer got it 1 down.
Puts it away for the out. Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves. 2 for 6 so far in the series.
He got his first major league hit yesterday.
Just missed.
Low, 1 ball, no strikes.
Sliced hard but foul.
Foul.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike to count. 2 Drake Baldwin.
Hot shot
Ground
to third.
ball.
Clement over to first.
2 down.
2 away. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Fly to center his first time. Acuna punches 1 foul right side. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it drops in. And that keeps the inning alive.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Stepping in, Michael Harris II. Safe at second,
Safe.
and that was not close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Alrighty, here's Michael Harris.
It's
ground ball, and glad he can't pick it, but he got it.
And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Braves 1 and the Jays nothing. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner.
Wagner.
That to right. Acuna after it. He's got it. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
One out, bases empty. Bounce to the left side, and that chance handled. Throws the first in time. That takes care of Springer. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. That one lifted to left.
De La Cruz got it, and
makes
getting
the
open.
Play, and that's out number 3. On to the fourth, and now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch
That's
strike
that sweeper,
percentage
no
over
balls, one
70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a drive.
That ball is hit high and deep to left field. And that ball is gone. The big bear just cranked the chainsaw, ladies and gentlemen, and that McCullough chainsaw is turned up. It's 2-0 Atlanta. Home run number 8 for Ozuna.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's Matt Olson. He's already homered here in this one. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Springer there makes the catch, and there's one away. Now the third baseman grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And George makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Brian De La Cruz getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So Ozzie Albies now gets a chance with 2 gone. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He's 0 for 1. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Inside, 1 ball and no strikes to Albies.
Two outs. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field.
In the right field, base hit.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. The batter now, Javier Baez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And a swing and a miss.
Strike 1, no balls, 1 strike.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in at top half of inning number 4. Rocketed out towards right center. Springer racing over to make the catch. Braves get 1 on the big fly. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Rogers Center, here's Andres Jimenez.
Here is Andres Jimenez here. He's
that's it for a
1.
strike. It's
Right,
0-1.
Well, these Jays just haven't
No
produced
ball,
as
1
many
strike.
competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And there's 1 away. Nathan Lucas now at the plate. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
Pretty good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
The Blue Jays yet to pick up a hit here. Ground ball to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Vladimir Guerrero
Here's Vladdy G. Jr. coming in.
Jr. now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Braves 2 and the Jays nothing. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Bassett back to work. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jump throw, and they get the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Here's Acuna now. On the ground, Jimenez. They get the out on Acuna. 2 down, bases empty. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. In the air, right field. Hauls it in to end the inning. Back now in Toronto. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Anthony Santander. Pitch misses there.
Ball
1-0.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Foul ball there.
Fouled him off.
Well, these Blue
ball,
Jays, they're not
strike.
going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Righty delivers. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Fouled him off
Fights it
again.
off, he'll see another. That one the other way, and it goes just foul.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Got him.
Looking, that's a strikeout. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. The shortstop takes the ball. Bichette.
1 ball, no strikes from Swellenbach here.
A former All-Star, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016.
Strike 1. No ball, 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes.
On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boone. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Clement.
So Clement is up now. So let's look at Swellenbach. Okay.
Batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Late swing fouled off. Man at first, one away.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. 2 down. And next for Toronto, Will Wagner. Flied to right his first time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Bichette off of first with 2 away. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Little chopper rolls foul. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. It's the Braves 2 and the Jays nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Marcell Ozuna had a hit his last time up.
Hit on the ground to short. Bichette zips it across. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And the batter now, Matt Olson. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Out there to center. Springer flashes the leather on the running catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Number 70 in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Ryan Burr preparing to come on if needed. Swanson getting loose as well. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That one the other way. Sends it to first. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Braves 2 and the Jays nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Here is Swellenbach back in now for the 6th inning of work here. He has done a phenomenal job.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. And there's the strike.
Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Two balls, 1 strike.
2-1 to count now.
Right through there for his strike.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Ring
That's
him
it.
up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Fly to left his first time. And a foul ball. The Jays down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. And a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that's a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Check swing, called strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Nathan Lucas digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one.
So now we have it.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Drop that out the back door. No balls, 2 strikes.
With their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fouled him off.
It stays 0-2.
Got him with a curveball. Boom, boom.
Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Braves 2 and the Jays 0.
Could Schwellenbach be on the verge of back-to-back complete game shutout? We'll find out.
Ryan Burr.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one hit to right. Lucas hauls it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. 1 for 2.
Get it on.
First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground, right side.
Jimenez, the first 2 down.
And Albies is retired. Two outs, base is empty. Here's Baez. And right back to the mound.
Burr got it in over.
First, and that's the 3rd out. Braves go down quickly here. They're up 2-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. The pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
No balls, 2 strikes. Count.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. gets a piece and stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. So
got him with a curveball.
Strikes out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's the left fielder, Anthony Santander. And he takes a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count.
Here's the 0-2. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Warming up, Bummer.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing.
And now, Bobichette. The other way. And now maybe extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Spencer Schwellenbach is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Aaron Bummer.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Next to hit, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Hit on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. Burr back to work. In the air, left field, Santander sizes this one up, drops into the glove, 1 away. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr., 1 for 3. Burr, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Base hit,
Runner
RBI
for
single
second
for Harris.
crosses
It's
the plate.
3-1
It's an
Atlanta.
RBI single, and they lead by 2. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's already homered in this game.
He homered in the 4th inning of this one.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Harris coming home. He'll score.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That's a good sound coming off.
And now Matt Olson up to hit.
Number 50.
That's a hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores. It's 5-1. Here's the third baseman. 0 for 3 in this one. Bunts it in the air. And there's 2 down.
Tried to go down the third base line, and I was aiming it down the third base line, but it went straight up. Here's Brian De La Cruz up now.
Swung on, belted.
Fly ball.
Springer racing after it. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. In there. He scores. And the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now it's going to be Ozzie Albies. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. His 7th home run of the season. It's 8-1.
That ball is gone.
That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one.
So 2 down. So here's Baez now.
Number 45.
Ground ball, Vlad Jr. takes it himself. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Early 2000s Yankees Red Sox, probably the best baseball rivalry that we've seen.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, that kind of simmered down, and some other ones started to rise up a little bit. And the great state of Texas, the Astros and the Rangers became a really good rivalry.
Yeah, no doubt. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
1 down.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Kirk, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Strike 2.
The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And Acuna able to make the grab.
2 out.
Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Gimenez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. That pitch clips the outside corner. That's strike 1. And there's a hit. And that keeps the inning going. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Fouled him off. No balls, 2 strikes here.
Gimenez, the runner at first with 2 gone. On the ground to the left. Jump throw across his body. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And he'll pull into second safely. So 2 on with 2 away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And first offering is fouled off. That clips the corner.
Backdoor him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Grounds one to short. That ends the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. It's the Braves 8. And all set to start the 9th.
That's ball 4. 3. You're out.
Bottom of the 9th. Leading off, Anthony Santander.
Decided to skip through that half inning, so we're going to have Anthony Santander coming up.
And
Homer
that
his
one
last
clips the
time,
corner.
strike one.
Swing and
Fly
a ball
ball,
drilled
center
center
field.
field. Harris
Harris.
has a beat on it.
Harris has got it, 1 down.
1 up, 1 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Bo Bichette.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
And that one finds its way through.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really nice. Job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Clement, the batter now, as he swings and misses
ball.
for strike
No
1.
balls, 1 strike.
That's outside. And now it's even 1-1.
Boog, the runner at first, needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
That clips the corner.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And there's a hit. And now 2 aboard. Throw, and it gets away. Good backup, though. He's right there, and no advance. Next is the designated hitter, Will Wagner. New pitcher on here, Dylan Lee.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Grounder might be 2. Over to Albies. The double play.
6-4-3
right
double play. Braves win.
Yeah, pretty tight ball game up until the 8th inning, and that's really the time where you expect things to lock down. But the offense broke out, incredible outburst, and just put this game out of reach.
And this one finishes with a final of 8.
Oh, shoot me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for me in Game 3 of this series. The rubber match goes to the Braves. Final score, 8-1. 8 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Braves. We will be having the Minnesota Twins will be coming to Truist Park on Wednesday, as the Braves were 13-6 on the season against the Minnesota Twins, 1 game under 500. Don't forget, as I said, to like, to share, and to subscribe. This is Coach Bulldog Johnny saying so long, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.